Are you struggling to conceive? You have options, and at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group, we'll make sure you have the guidance and support you need. PREG is known for individualized fertility care that's unique to every patient. We take the time to provide a reassuring and empowering experience because we believe that you deserve nothing less. Let us help you on your journey to parenthood. Visit us at pregonline.com to learn more. Get the guidance and support you need at Piedmont Reproductive Endocrinology Group.
We all love the Lowcountry lifestyle, which is why we should do our best to protect it. To get insurance that helps you protect your home from whatever the Lowcountry throws at you, contact CT Lowndes & Company today. Their local agents can review your coverage to help make sure you're properly protected. CT Lowndes & Company has been helping protect and insuring the Lowcountry since 1850. Visit ctlowndes.com to learn more and request a quote. That's CTLOWNDES.com.
A girl went back to Napoli because she missed the scenery.
Okay, so we are here. This is We Should Be Better at This. Hey, I said it first.
You did. Wait a minute. 1 second into the show. We can't be beat. I'm Eric Leckie.
Oh, damn
and
it,
who are
I forgot
you?
to say my name.
And who are you?
I'm Chris Donovan. You can follow me on Twitter, Chris_Donovan.
And I am at Sinatra's Rat Pack. And yes, Alt Mixed Up. Great show. Totally download
You've
it.
never heard it.
Yes. Is that where you play nothing but Celine Dion songs?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well then I'm in.
It's My Heart Will Go On over and
over again. We should be better at this.
Will float back up and like the music again.
I like that you actually embraced an older song, Mambo Italiano by Rosemary Clooney.
Yeah, is that what that was?
Yeah. It was a big hit in, I'm going to say, 57, 58.
I didn't know the name. The name of the singer was what again?
Rosemary Clooney. Do you know who she's related to?
Brett Favre.
Yes. Brett Favre. She was a big Green Bay Packer fan, oddly enough, too, which made that very interesting. No, Rosemary Clooney is the aunt of George Clooney.
Oh, I didn't think his real last name was Clooney. I thought it was a stage name.
Yeah, no, I actually thought that, too. But she's his aunt. She was a popular actress, did a lot of movies like Bing Crosby and stuff like that. But she had a big career singing.
Is Bing Crosby the one that sings like this?
That's Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong? No, who's the one?
What a wonderful world.
Is that him? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not good at this at all. So today we're going to talk a little movies. We're going to do the Rotten Tomatoes game. We were going to do SMRT today, right?
Yeah, it's the one I teased on Twitter because it was a story that just screamed out to be on that segment.
Really?
First of all, I'd like to ask you a question about the Oscars.
Who's Oscar?
Oscar Mayer.
I love wieners.
A Jewish fellow with a wiener, yeah.
There's the quote of the hashtag I love wieners.
The Oscars. How come no one wants to host the Oscars or no one seems able to? And by the way, Oscars, I'm available.
No. We're available.
We're available.
See, you should be better at
I
that.
really should be better. I should have pitched it as a team.
Why? Okay, so it's a weird thing because the whole wasn't it supposed to be Kevin Hart hosting?
Yes. And then Ellen DeGeneres actually also turned it down.
Well, I think this just heated around it because there's two things. One, remember the whole statute of limitations we talk about all the time?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's getting flack for jokes he said almost 10 years ago.
That should be past the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Like, if you're offended right when he says it, you're allowed to be offended. But, like...
once you leave the room, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
You're done. Yeah.
I don't care if it's on the internet. I don't care if anybody's taken it out of the context. You were in that room. You don't know the whole story. You just heard 10 words. So I think him being like, I'm walking away, I think that was a lot of the artists that they would have chosen are like, I have a lot of shit like that in my past, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Ellen DeGeneres has a whole bunch of, like, gay jokes and stuff.
Right.
Even though she is gay.
And it's also a thankless job. I mean, Jimmy Kimmel has talked about it. I know Adam Carolla, who has written for Jimmy Kimmel, has talked about it. It's a thankless job where you put in tons of hours. You don't really get paid that well for it. And no matter what you do, everyone's going to say, oh, you're not that... Jimmy Kimmel, you didn't do a good job. You sucked. Whatever.
Yeah,
like, no one's ever like, what an awesome job hosting.
On the Oscars.
Yes, on the Oscars.
But I've heard the when Ricky Gervais was hosting the one where they're allowed to drink.
Golden Globes.
Yes. When he was hosting those, I laughed my ass off every time, and he went up there with a drink, and they were. That was my favorite host. He like 2-3 years in a row.
And I will also say that LL Cool J has done a pretty good job hosting some
He's really good at hosting shit.
He's very, but he's also just not controversial.
He also looks amazing.
He really does. The guy still looks amazing. But I just think it's interesting that you have this job that used to be considered like a pretty prestige job. Coveted job. Yeah. People, comedians, imagine a comedian and you get offered the Oscar gig. Oh, yeah. That's a huge deal. Now everyone's like, no.
Yeah,
no,
right?
thank you.
I don't, and it is weird. It's weird because of the whole environment we're in. But other than that, I'd host it.
Yeah, so would I. So
and for really cheap.
Hashtag Oscars, come on this way. We should be better at this.
WSBBAT Oscars. Yes. We should beat Oscar.
We should beat the Oscars.
All right, so what Super Bowl's coming up?
Super Bowl is coming up, so it's obviously a big sports time of the year.
Fuck Brady. Sorry.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh man, I'm rooting for him hard.
Oh,
so hard. I don't even like the Patriots. I don't like anything from Boston. But I love that the New England Patriots, and Tom Brady especially, pisses everyone off. And so I'm going with hate. And by the way, they're in the Super Bowl against a local LA Rams team.
And I know why that's why you're rooting for them. Is because the Rams are in it.
And it's not that I dislike the Rams. I used to go see them play when they played at Angel Stadium back when I was a kid. But something about pissing everyone off who I know is very satisfying.
Well, everybody's already pissed off because they're playing Brady in the Super Bowl.
And interesting, first time it's ever happened, the same cities that were playing in the baseball World Series are the teams that are playing in the Super Bowl same year.
Boston and LA.
Yeah, it was the Red Sox versus the Dodgers in the World Series, and it's New England versus LA. So you know what that means? That means that the World Series is going to be... Shit, Boston Red Sox and Dodgers can't be anything else.
That can't. No,
damn. I was trying to figure a way to get the Angels in there, but there's stupid National League team.
But here's the thing. Okay, so I have a really a convoluted, I don't even know if that's the right word. Never mind, I don't even know what it means.
Condoleezza Rice. She was, that's different.
Wait, no, she was on Celebrity and Apprentice. She was on Apprentice. No, that's Omarosa.
No, it's a sex act. No, that's Cunnilingus Rice. No,
Jesus, what's the name? Oh, yeah, the Rams. We were talking about the Rams. I used to have a Rams poster in my room when I was growing up.
Living
in Washington State.
Wow.
Excuse me. So that's because... that was a car. Sure. Because everybody was around me rooted for the Seahawks, and I was never one to join the crowd. So I was a Raiders and a Seahawks fan.
You were being a contrarian.
Correct. Whatever that means.
Willing to go against the grain for the sake of going against the grain. Yeah.
You know, all those people that paddle upstream, never works out.
Yeah. you actually wind up doing a lot of work and nothing happens.
But I rooted for them when I was younger because they were both LA teams, LA Raiders, LA Rams. And my dad was a Dolphins fan. He hated the Raiders. So, of course, he hated them. I loved them.
Yeah, you love them. Yeah.
So that was when I was younger. I moved to California, and then I realized that like, Dodger fans and Raiders fans are assholes.
They're pretty much horrible.
So so then I'm like, okay, well, then I'll root for Seattle now because nobody's doing that down here. So then I did that.
Who does have the worst fans, by the way? If we were making like a top
not Lupita's, but she's amazing.
Lupita
Thank
with
you.
the beer.
She brought me a beer, and I didn't even ask. I love it. Thank you.
No problem.
If you're making a top 3 list, I think Philly. Philly's fans aren't national.
Let me get through my story. You think of the top 3 because I want to do that. I have the top 3 already. I already know they're all in the same general area. So I rooted for them when I was younger. I moved to California. I didn't really root for them. They were still around. They went to St. Louis back then. Mm-hmm. They went in St. Louis? Yeah, they went to St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Then they came back, and I don't really care. I really just don't care. But it's good that they're the team in because we were number 2 in that division. Mm-hmm. So I like that point. But I really hate Tom Brady. I hate him. And there's 2 reasons why I hate him. Main reason, because I hate him. The other reason is 10 years ago, or however long ago, he was the backup quarterback that brought them into the 15 years ago that came off the bench.
Drew Bledsoe.
And Drew Bledsoe was a Washington WSU
good
Cougar.
Guy, by the way,
Cougar.
too. Like, really good guy.
They grew up in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And when I say neighborhood, I mean it's like a 50 or 60 square radius because the neighborhoods were not neighborhoods. They were just houses every couple hundred yards. So I really didn't like him then, and I still don't like him. But the Rams, again, rooted for them as younger, came here. I really don't care if they win or lose, but since they're from my conference, I'll take it.
Yeah, and it is nice when it's like from your conference. Yeah, I think you always kind of root
because
for
then
that.
You go, well, that's why we lost to them because they were the best.
Exactly. Of course we finished in second.
Yeah, why wouldn't we if they're the best? We're the second best.
I'll tell you an odd stat before we get to the ranking, asshole fan rankings.
Stats.
Tom Brady has been in the league for 18 years. He has been in the Super Bowl 9 years. That means 50% of the time he's in the damn Super Bowl.
And he's won almost half.
That's pretty impressive.
If not more than half.
Yeah,
honestly.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, I'm
especially
not saying
in a
he's
sport
not a
where
goat.
it's like
he's a goat.
Yeah, he is a goat.
He's a goat.
He's an ass goat.
He's an ass. He's one of those goats you scare and they fall over and you're like, okay, I'm good with that. But he is. He's really good.
Okay, so I want power ranking of asshole cities here. Now we're talking the
asshole
fans.
Sports teams.
Fans.
Correct, the fans.
It's the fans specifically, because there's some teams where it's like the teams are assholes, but the fans are all right, whatever. Okay, my top three.
Okay.
And then we'll compare.
3, 2, 1?
I'm going to go 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
3 Raiders fans.
Okay.
Because
They're
you have the
fucking
LA.
Raiders fans.
Because of Raider fans. First of all, you're all in prison. We know it. Second of all, the fans from LA are the worst because the Raider fans left you, came back to you, left you. Like, again, like, how many times can they go back and forth before you're like, they don't care about you, Raider fans? Stop it.
They're leaving to a new city they've never been before. They're going to Vegas.
Yeah, going to Vegas. Number 2, I'm going to go Yankee fans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I shouldn't even just put it to baseball. I would say that just the New York teams in general, because I'm talking Knicks, Yankees.
Okay. I don't disagree with you.
Okay, and then my number 1 is Boston.
Okay.
Boston Red Sox fans and New England Patriots fans are some of the worst people. You get a lot of bandwagon people out here that are into them.
Yes. Yeah, and let's be honest. I don't know if I would have had Boston on there. The Raiders are definitely on there. I would say Raiders are probably number 3.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, let's be honest. Born in East L.A., that movie created a whole bunch of Raiders fans.
It really did.
I mean, come on. Yeah. Let's be truthful. Yeah. My second one, let me jump to my first one, because my first one's Yankees fans. Okay. Every interaction I've ever had with a Yankees fan, they've always been just assholes. Not even in New York, like in Anaheim.
Yeah.
You're not even in... Like,
you're on the opposite coast.
You're covered in red. Shut up. And then number 2 would be, I mean... I don't think I would have had Boston Red Sox fans on there because I just don't know that about their culture. But, man, some of these Dodgers fans are assholes.
Okay, we were close because if I was making a top 4, Dodger fans would have been in there.
Yeah.
So, what I find funny about that is it's not a regional thing because both of us would have picked ones from the local area. We both picked. So it's not just we're being homers here and saying from our home area. But we did both have the Yankees in there, and we both did have the Raiders.
And you go to a lot of baseball games at the Angels. I used to go to a lot of Angels baseball games.
They're horrible.
I don't even want to go to those games.
So I was almost having them 1 and 1A, really, instead of 1 and 2.
Okay.
But the reason I put Yankee fans at second and Boston fans first is because, and this is the only reason, because they're all assholes, is Yankee fans at least have won enough stuff that they deserve to be a little cocky.
All right. I agree
Whereas
with you there.
Boston was cocky, and until 6-7 years ago, they hadn't won since cars had been invented.
You mean cars?
Cars, where they pocket in the yard.
I was trying to go for a car joke, and you just laid it out.
Thank you. But they literally had won nothing and accomplished nothing, and they were the biggest pompous assholes ever. So I at least gave the edge to the Yankees. Where it's like, okay, you're an asshole, but at least your team was good.
You know what that is? That's the spillover from the Patriots.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely
right. The
right.
whole city thinks their shit don't stink, no matter what sport, because our Patriots.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
They got that sticker on my car.
Yeah.
I can't even do a good accent.
Yeah. Hey, the Patriots are going to totally beat. Brady's like the GOAT, yay.
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 Uh-huh. Get in the car.
Get in the car.
We're
going to go to Boston.
How about them apples?
Okay, that is our edition of West Coast people doing East Coast voices. Join us next week where we do Philadelphia.
What do you mean?
I don't even know.
Can I get a cheesesteak?
Hey, wait, Rocky's pretty cool.
Is that a Harry Potter wand on top of the bus stop? Or is that a shiv?
That could be a shiv.
What
we are in
that?
East Los Angeles.
Okay, so we're sitting... Where are we?
We're at Big D's Burgers in the city of Whittier.
By
the way, Whittier, where the girls are prettier, is what it says on the shirts here.
Is that what it says on the shirt?
It says that on the shirts.
It also says Hollywood, home of the famous.
Yeah.
No famous people live in Hollywood.
Not one person.
They live in Beverly Hills, in Glendale.
Now in Calabasas is where they all live now.
Yeah.
Calabasas is... Yeah.
That really looks like one of those wands.
So we're at the same place
I'm
with the
so sorry. That is a kebab half eaten.
Oh, ooh.
Look at it. Now look at it. It looks like it.
Oh,
there's
man.
2 pieces of chicken on it.
You know, I am kind of hungry. Lupita hasn't brought us our food yet.
Yeah, well,
should I eat the kebab?
Sliders and yeah. You know what? If you could jump over there, grab the kebab, jump back over, I'd let you eat it.
With my leg, I couldn't jump over a pencil.
Yeah, or the stomach.
Also, another thing I want to bring up. Oh, so let's get to our picks about the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I obviously
we're so good
you said that
you
yeah, we really are. You did say how you hated Brady and you're
Correct.
rooting against them, but
Correct.
would you pick them? There's a difference. You might dislike the team.
Like for money?
Okay, so I want you to pick the team and I want you to give the score of the game.
God, this is going to be hard on my heart.
It's going to be a high-scoring game. These are two offenses that can score.
See, now I was hoping it would have been KC and Rams, and it would have been like
that would have been a
night
shootout,
like
yeah.
75-75, which would have been the highest scoring game ever, and then there would have been a lot more rules instated the next year.
Yeah.
But no, if I was going to bet, I think they're going to keep it close.
Okay.
And on that note, oh shit, you rock. Wow, those are buffalo. Side of ranch, please.
Ranch and
That's napkins are there.
you guys want my plate?
Could you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here,
Okay,
dear.
cool.
Thank
Thank you.
All right.
Wow, we got
Lupita is the best. We scored.
I think we're robbing the place by the amount
I
of
really
food she's
do.
giving us.
Yeah, and she keeps giving us more and more food. I think
know.
she wants to be on the podcast.
You think so? Mm-hmm. You think that's what it is, or you think she wants to be on something else?
You know it.
She wants these fries.
That's right. She wants these fries. Okay, so I'm actually going to go first on this one. Oh, there she is back
she's
with all
amazing.
that. Amazing.
Angel.
Okay, I'm going to say that it's one of those games where they come out tight at the beginning. I'm talking low scoring all the way almost till halftime. The halftime score is going to be like 7-10.
Okay.
Or something really low, or 7-3.
Okay.
But then the game's going to be like 37-43 Patriots.
37-43. That's still a close game. That's a high-scoring game too.
It's all going to be in the second half.
You think they're going to have that much offense?
I do, because I think they're in a dome, so you're not going to have weather as a factor.
Okay, you're right.
I think the reason I say it's going to be slow at first is you got this Rams team who is going to be playing kind of tight. They're all young. They're on the Super Bowl, young coach, everything. They were tight in an NFC Championship game. They didn't score a lot at first.
They were a little nervous, and I don't know how that's going to work in their favor or against them in this thing. It could be the thing that they're just like, who cares? We're here. We made it. That's all that matters at this point. Or if it's going to really hurt them. So, so you're going to pick
The Patriots
47
winning 43-37.
43-37. Okay, I don't think it's going to be that high of a game. I mean, the inflation, the pressure in the footballs is going to be low.
Oh, so you're saying it's going to be a little low.
A little low.
Okay.
But what I would say would be is if I was to put money on it, I would probably say Patriots. But I'm going to put it a little closer. I'm going to say like 27-21.
Oh, so a little lower scoring. Then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to come to the point. I think it's going to feel like it, and then something's going to happen where it's going to come to the point where the last person with the ball wins, like the AFC and the AFC Championship was. But I think something's going to happen where one team either way is going to go. But the Patriots have the experience. The Patriots have Brady. But the Rams have youth.
Yeah, they do. And they can kind of play with the assumption of, we might get here again. Whereas the Patriots, a lot of those guys are older. They might be playing as this could be our last hurrah. They're kind of interesting. I think either way, I'm looking for it to be an intense game. I also want to know which of these cities is going to burn afterwards. So whatever the winning team
Boston.
is, I'm okay if Boston burns to the ground, and I'm also okay if LA burns to the ground.
If all around the Coliseum burnt down, like the southern area. No, just kidding. That's rude.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, one other quick thing about the Super Bowl. What do you think about the halftime shows? Has kind of the halftime show ran its course?
Yes, it's doing the same thing as the host of the Oscars. Celebrities just don't want to be out there.
That's called a callback,
spotlight.
Folks.
Yeah, and it wasn't even meant to be.
It wasn't.
It's. Are you going to start hiccuping?
No, I'm
don't
not.
tell me why. I said it out loud. Now it's going to happen. So I think it's going by the wayside. I think a lot of celebrities. It used to be a great opportunity, but there's so many more avenues to do something they can do without being so critiqued.
Right, because that's just like the Oscars. You can't win.
Yeah, you can never win.
You can never win.
There's going to be more people mad at you because, honestly, everybody watching the game that cares doesn't really give a shit about the halftime show.
That's I hate to say that is for kind of the women, to bring the women in to watch Super Bowl, which is why a lot of the acts have been a little bit more female friendly over the past few years.
Which is why at halftime I don't watch TV. And it's usually after the first quarter that I stop watching the commercials.
Well, face it, we're all watching the Puppy Bowl, the real event of the day.
No, we're not. But that was loud. Shout outs to the Puppy Bowl anyway. One of my somebody I work with, and I can't remember her name right now, which makes me seem like a giant asshole. But she was the lead puppy wrangler.
Lead puppy wrangler
on the Puppy
That is my
Bowl.
youngest daughter's dream job.
Is it really?
Yeah. So
Victoria Shade. It's amazing. You rock. Thank you. Yeah, like I'm good right now. Thank you. Did you hear that noise? That sounded like a boat like drowning and see.
So there's been some memorable halftime show performances, of course. You know, the Nipple Gate, if everyone remembers that, with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. That was a big hubbub.
Yeah, I didn't really like seeing Justin's nipples.
Yeah, that was odd. Why did she just rip his shirt off like that?
I don't know. And why was there a big piece of jewelry on it?
I thought, believe it or not, I thought one of the more entertaining ones of recent years
air?
was... Oh, yeah. was... Bruno Mars was actually entertaining when he did his, because you look at it and you're like, God damn, that guy's talented. But
when
I
you've been
want
performing
to...
since you were 2.
Yes, pretty much. But I would like to bring up one to remind people of what the halftime show used to be at the Super Bowl. I want you to play a clip now of the halftime show from the 80s. Not that long ago, folks, called Up With People. Play a little clip. Okay, so just to describe what we listened to, that was a halftime show at the Super Bowl. This is not at some college game, not at a high school game, where a chorus of cheese. Do you remember the people that used to come to your school that would put on like a thing in the auditorium? Yeah, at the auditorium. They somehow got a job as the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
How did that happen?
Because the Super Bowl show used to not be that big of a deal. It was barely shown on television.
What year was that, you think?
I want to say it was early 80s.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah, and it was literally just them like doing the kind of one that you'd see in your MPR, your multi-purpose room in school. And it was pretty pathetic.
That's like doing the parachute when you were a little kid. All right, we're going to the cafeteria. Everybody grab the edge of the parachute. All right, quick. Put it under your butt. Remember that? That's the only thing I took.
Don't you still have to do that now at work?
No. God, I wish. Work would be so much nicer if you had parachute time. Mm-hmm. It'd be great. And nap time?
I think everyone should do like what Google does, and they have those nap pods.
Oh, God, I would love that. If I could, oh, man.
Where you take your 15-minute break, and you go into a nap pod, and you just sleep. 15 minutes. Think how much better your workday would be with the 15-minute nap.
After 15 minutes? Do the pods explode? Do they kick you out? Like, what happens? Because I'd sleep in there for a lot longer than 15 minutes.
Someone better be clawing me out of here.
Right. I'm like, it's going to take me that long just to get comfortable.
Oops, I accidentally sat down in the hand job pods.
Wow!
Yeah. I thought I was the nap pod. I'm sorry.
What's that Google art look like? The G's really big on one side.
No wonder Google keeps their employees.
All right, and then the G's... Never mind. Anyway, all right, what's next? What are we doing? Rotten Tomatoes?
Let's do some Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, hooray for Hollywood. It's really got me. Hooray. 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 Hooray for Hollywood.
All right, the Rotten Tomatoes game, we haven't played it in a couple of weeks, so to remind everyone how it goes. The Rotten Tomato game goes like this. We each pick 2 movies for the other person to guess what that Rotten Tomatoes score is. Closest person at the very end wins the pride of, I don't know, what are we giving away today?
Buffalo fries.
Buffalo fries. The winner gets buffalo fries. Okay. First up, Chris, you go first.
All right, let me hold on. I got to pull up my notes. I printed this off, and it's sitting on my printer at work. And I know all my producers are going to be like, whose podcast rundown is this? These guys are stupid.
And then that's when you say, you're fired, asshole.
All right.
By the way, I hate when they put cream sauces all over stuff. What is that cream sauce?
I don't know, but the way you say it makes it sound worse.
I bet you I could beat that. Ready?
Nope.
Cream sauce.
Don't do that. That's gross. No. Hold on. I'm eating some buffalo fries. I hope you have the scores because I didn't write them down.
I have them.
Okay. So the first one I got to read to you is the top one?
Yes.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite movies of all time. And I wanted to talk about this actually for a second because I was driving out here and we were preparing for this show, which, most of you don't believe that's a true sentence. But we do a little bit of research and stuff.
Yeah, a little bit.
And we pick these movies out. We pick themes for the Rotten Tomatoes game. And this week's is going to be a sports movies.
Yes.
Which is great because Super Bowl coming up. We just like sports.
And every guy likes sports movies, right?
No. But, well, maybe. I don't know. Roller derby.
Naked roller derby?
That's a porno.
That's all I watch.
Sports movies.
That's all I watch.
All right, so I was driving out here, and the first movie I picked out for you was Rudy.
Great movie.
Rudy. Sam Austin,
Yep.
one of Vince Vaughn's first movie roles.
Yes, that's actually where he met Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau is Rudy's best friend, and that's
Really
like,
fat in that.
oh, so he's
Yeah.
amazing. He's like, he might be on my list soon, especially now since he's doing the Star Wars series Mandalorian for their Disney Direct or whatever they're doing. It's gonna be dope. Okay, so anyway, so I picked the movie Rudy, and on the way out here, on the big giant sign for Staples Center it says Rudy the musical, March this day, and I'm like, and it's the same font as on the movie
Rudy
box.
the musical.
Yeah. I haven't done any research since.
Okay.
But I was on the phone with my wife, and I'm like, okay, babe, I have a question for you. She goes, yeah, and I go, would you go see The Nightmare Before Christmas, the musical, kind of like an orchestra playing it along with the movie playing on Halloween at the Hollywood Bowl? She goes, yes. I go, would you go to like a Game of Thrones like theater night where they had all the music played by an orchestra just to get like the theme? Can I get one more beer, please? Ooh, this is really good. Thank you so much. Oh, it's amazing. And she said, yeah, because that happened a few years ago. It was really big, really cult following. And I go, would you go to a musical for Rudy? And she said, for what? And I said, for Rudy. Rudy. The Fat Hobbit? He was in it before he was a Fat Hobbit?
Sam.
And she goes, why? And I go, because I think that's what I just saw. Now, I might be like really high or stoned or on drugs.
Yes.
Or
have had your ninth Bud Light.
Or Bud Lights in my car on the way home. It happens.
Hey, that's why you keep a cooler in the sink.
Cooler. You call it cooler. I call it ice chest. So I saw that, and I'm asking you, would you go?
I would, out of curiosity a little bit, because
We all love the Low Country lifestyle, which is why we should do our best to protect it. To get insurance that helps you protect your home from whatever the Low Country throws at you, contact CT Lowndes & Company today. Their local agents can review your coverage to help make sure you're properly protected. CT Lowndes & Company has been helping protect and insuring the Low Country since 1850. Visit ctlowndes.com to learn more and request a quote. That's CTLOWNDES.com.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
I'm really curious as how they... What do they do to put musical into it? Like, Papa, I want to go to Notre Dame. Like this. Like, how are they...
They turn
Son,
into
you will never... you will never make the squad. You will never make the squad. And they're like doing a dance number. I have no idea how that would go.
I want to look it up, but I'm too lazy to do it right now. But
I kind of want to play the lead character of Rudy. I think I could do it.
I think you're more suited for the Fat Hobbit.
Well, I have a story that you did not know that I'm going to tell you. It is 100% true.
Oh, by the way,
it's not that amazing.
This segment is derailed.
Yeah. This has to do with Rudy.
Okay.
So,
you're his brother.
When I was younger, we were at an Angels game. Okay. And at the 7th inning stretch, they asked the audience, they needed to record crowd noise.
Okay.
They needed to record crowd noise for an upcoming motion picture. And that picture was called Rudy, and they briefly described what it was, the story of a man who wants to make the Notre Dame squad and was too small, blah, 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 blah. They said, so we're going to put the words up on the screen, Rudy, Rudy, and we want you to chant.
Okay.
We need to record crowd noise. So during the thing, when the crowd is chanting Rudy, Rudy, they recorded that at Angel Stadium, and I was there.
Shut up!
Yes, I was.
That is so.
Because I remember when the movie came out, I told my dad, "We got to go see that movie."
That was the one. Still, you were like,
I was like 12, maybe 13. I think it came out in '93, so they probably recorded it in 1992. I was 13. I was
25 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I looked it up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so right. Because I was telling my wife, I'm like, maybe like it's an anniversary. Maybe it's like 50 years from now. No, it was when I was younger. Maybe it was like 20 years ago.
And
Rudy in concert.
Oh my gosh.
25th anniversary. When people say dreams don't come true, tell them about Rudy. This once-in-a-lifetime live concert event, the 25th anniversary of celebration of Rudy in concert, is coming to the Microsoft Theater on Saturday, March 30th.
Wow. So it's a one-night engagement.
Yeah, special guests include Sean Astin, Rudy Rudiger. Oh, shit, I'm going.
Wait, is he performing?
He's going to go out there and pretend to tackle somebody at like 90 years old.
And they're going to pull out Charles S. Dutton, the black janitor, and he's going to say, you're 5 feet nothing, 100 nothing, and you hung around with the best damn athletes this nation has. Right?
Right.
The speech
That's
from
good.
Rudy.
That is. He goes,
I was the short guy who had accomplished nothing, and I thought he was talking to me, Chris.
You're like, oh,
I thought
God,
he was
haven't done
talking
anything.
right to my heart.
Maybe that's why it hurt me so bad. Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of cool now. Now I feel like an asshole making fun of it.
I really hope he's performing.
It goes to charity to help raise funds for the University
I'm out.
of Notre Dame needs charity.
I'm out.
Okay,
I'm
give
done.
it to somebody else.
Charity, I'm done.
Oh, it goes to the high schools. The regional high schools near the university. Okay, maybe. Special guest on the 25th. Discuss the film, music, and the magic of the film, and 25 years later. Wow. Where do I buy tickets? Hold on. Buy tickets?
Yeah, I'm kind of in. By the way, he's so derailed this segment right now. He's actually on his phone trying to buy tickets at the moment.
Hold on. Oh, they're only up to 120. Okay, VIP experience. Whoa, how much is that? Okay, let's just get tickets. Hold on. So they starting at $40.
But wait, with Ticketmaster service fees, that comes out to $192.42.
And you're firstborn.
Yeah.
Okay, it broke me. But anyway, okay, so I wasn't crazy. I saw it for real because I kept staring at it and it never came back.
That's kind of amazing, actually. Like I'm kind of into it.
I'm in. Let's go.
Okay, so as far as a score, we all know the story of the movie. It was definitely a favorite of mine. I love that movie. I still would watch it.
On the segment right now?
We are back on the segment.
Okay, we're back. Okay, so Rudy, what's your score?
So I'm gonna say that everyone had to love this movie, right?
Rick. Oh no,
it's a heartwarming movie. It was a go-get-a movie. You know, it was a very uplifting underdog.
Yeah,
I thought it. I couldn't remember if it was nominated. You know, I'm going to go for a pretty high score here.
I think it got the nomination for.
I'm going to say 90.
Okay,
I'm going to say a 90.
All
right. My first one for you. I doubt that you've even seen this movie.
Okay,
but just from a documentary standpoint, it is worth seeing. It's called The Endless Summer. It's in 1966. I'll read you the quick synopsis.
1966.
It's the crown jewel of 10 years of Bruce Brown's surfing documentaries. Brown follows two young surfers around the world in search for the perfect wave and ends up fighting quite a few additional with local characters along the way. Basically, it's like a travel documentary where these surfers try to always follow the perpetual summer. You know, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere.
I get it.
Right? It's called The Endless Summer. And it was so groundbreaking at the time. The cinematography is pretty amazing. This is 1966, and he was strapping before GoPros. Well, they made Endless Summer 2, same director, Bruce Brown, when he was older, in the 90s.
Okay, that's what I probably remember. Okay.
So, Endless Summer, it's kind of a legendary thing. It wasn't really, I wouldn't say respected.
Talking, I've never seen it. 72.
72. Right.
Write this down.
Right, 72. Okay, what's the next one you got? Classic.
One of my favorite movies of all time. I've been a baseball fan my entire life, and that's not true. Like, when I turned 11, 12, I really got into baseball. I had a bunch of baseball cards, started playing baseball, did really well, played high school, blah, blah. That was my dream, to be a baseball player. So what I'm saying, kids, is you can dream all you want, but that shit ain't going to work out.
It's not going to work out.
It's not. Like, just get a job at some warehouse and call it good.
Yeah.
So this was Major League. And this is one of the first movies I think I saw boobies.
I don't remember boobies, but I trust you.
Because you watched it mostly on TNT and TBS.
Ah, yes, because they always played it.
And I think the only time you saw boobies was when Vince Vaughn just got done cheating with the third baseman's wife. Like, she went and found him, and they were like, she leaves the apartment, runs into the catcher, and he's like, he sees her, and he's like, hey, how you doing?
Corbin Burnson is the catcher. Wow.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's Corbin Burnson, the catcher. So, Major League, great movie. What's the announcer's name?
Bob Uecker. Legend because of that.
Just a bit
outside.
Tried the corner and missed. Ball 4. Ball 8. Ball 12. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, he was great in that.
Too high. What do you mean too high? Who gives a shit? It's gone. Remember that?
Yes. He was great in that. It was funny. I think he was meant to just be a side character, but he became like what the movie was known for. Charlie Sheen was such a big baseball fan. He used to buy out the outfield seats, the entire outfield seats at a baseball game, so that him and his buddies can catch a home run ball. And he's
a jerk.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Why don't
you
let kids in there?
Screw kids. That's actually, by the way,
take that out of context.
Yeah, it is. Whoa. Please do not play that as a drop the next time we're having a show. I gotta say though that this movie had to have been pretty crappy from critics.
Because
remember, critics. I'm the same as you. I love this movie. It's another one of those ones when it's on TV, I'll watch it.
Yeah,
totally.
Every single time.
Totally.
We used to put this on at night.
Oh, where he points, like at the end where he points for the fences, and he lays down a bunt. That's baller. I love that thing. That's
it's such
great.
a good movie.
And he beats it out with his gimpy knees to first base.
Well, and it has the song from Toy Story. It's that that when he's driving the cart. You got a friend in me. It's totally that movie. Yeah. You got a friend in me.
And then Willie Mays Hayes, which is played by a young Wesley Snipes. Oh my God, that movie. I want to go watch that movie.
Joe Boo. The guy that does the Allstate commercials.
And then he pisses in.
You're in good hands. Yeah. With Joe Boo.
Okay, I'm gonna pick with Joe Boo. I'm gonna pick a pretty low score on this. I don't know how low to go though. I'm gonna say.
Remember, it was obscene for its time.
I'm going to say a 35.
Are you writing this down?
Yes.
You have it in your head?
Mentally.
Okay, cool. All right, where are we at? Okay, the next one.
I'm like an Asian when it comes to math. That racist comment brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Jersey Mike Subs.
Brought to you by Boston.
Boston assholes. All right, let's do it. What's my last one here? Oh, okay, I got one for you.
My turn, foe.
I already guessed. Okay. This movie came out in 1999. It's a behind-the-scenes look of the life and struggles of modern-day gladiators and the men who lead them. And the movie is called Any Given Sunday.
Great movie.
Al Pacino.
Lawrence Taylor.
Cameron Diaz. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor snorting cocaine.
Jamie Foxx.
Yes. Wow, Jamie Foxx.
Bill Bellamy.
I don't remember Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx was the young quarterback that came up behind Kurt Russell or Burt Reynolds or whoever was the white quarterback.
Do all white people look the same to you?
They're all like... Snake Plissken or somebody else close to that.
Snake Plissken he throws out there. Quite well done. Well done,
Who
sir.
was it though? It wasn't Kurt Russell. It was the other guy. The guy that was in Romancing the Stone. All that shit.
Michael Douglas. No,
was it Michael Douglas?
No.
Who was the quarterback? The white quarterback. Look it up. You look it up. But Jamie Foxx was the young kid coming up behind him.
Tell me more about what you think about that movie.
Okay, so this movie was really good because back in the time it brought comedians, actors, and athletes all into act. Because like I was saying, Bill Bellamy was on it. Lawrence Taylor was in it. He was in as not as himself, but
Dennis Quaid.
Yes, Dennis Quaid. Yes, see, they all look alike. He was in 2012.
Yes,
was it 2012? No, that was John Cusack. He was in the movie about the day after tomorrow.
Woods.
James Woods. Who the hell was he?
He plays the doctor.
Was he?
Cameron Diaz is in it. LL Cool J is in it.
LL Cool J was one. Yeah, dude, it was dope because it brought
Jim Brown, the old football player. Jim Brown's in it.
So it brought in comedians, actors, and athletes all to do the characters in the movie or the football teams, and it was just cool. I really like this movie. So what am I supposed to do? Guess?
You're supposed to pick a score. Now, wait a minute. This isn't how much you like it though. This is what critics received it as.
1,000,000%. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you think that this was controversial? Was there anything controversial in this one? Was it all the cocaine
cut a car in
use?
half.
And
they cut a car in half. Remember that?
Yeah.
Lawrence Taylor had the saw out.
The Jaws of Life or whatever those were. But I wonder if was this movie at the time too risque in certain areas for...
No, I think it did... Oh, because Al Pacino was the lead too.
Yeah.
I think it did well. I think it had enough names. Did the critics like it?
It did have a lot of names, yeah.
Did the critics like it? No, it probably fell into the whole Marvel-esque type ratings. But I'm going to say with Al Pacino behind it and a couple of those other names, I'm going to say it probably got like an 81.
Okay. All right, 81. All right. We are good.
Yes.
We're almost at you. Okay, so let's give the score.
Okay.
First of all, Rudy.
Sorry.
I guess
a reaction.
I guess when you say it, yeah. I guessed a 90. Actually, critics, I'm kind of mad at critics right now. They gave it a 78.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought that would have been higher, so I was way off on that. And on Major League, I guessed 35. Here's where I pretty much lost the game right here. Major League comes in.
Okay. I knew it would be higher than 35.
No. At 5.
Shut the front door.
Single digits, my friend.
Really?
5.
See, we had this discussion last week.
Hated the movie.
Thank you. We had this discussion last week. We said, I guarantee there's about a dozen movies that are less than 10 on Rotten Tomatoes that I love.
And I love that movie, too.
The movie's amazing.
The movie's amazing. I want to watch it right now.
You know why critics don't like it?
What?
Because they can't play it.
Oh, man, so I totally blew it there.
By
the way, Endless Summer, you guessed...
Yes, what did I guess?
You guessed an 80.
Okay.
Endless Summer is one of the few movies on Rotten Tomatoes that is rated 100. It is a perfect movie. And a lot of that is because of the historical significance. It was a major documentary.
Did you do that to me on purpose?
Yes, I did. I was trying to throw that up.
Asshole.
And then finally, Any Given Sunday. This was the definition of an in-the-middle movie because it came in at 51.
I was off by 30.
Yeah, well, 29. However, I was off by so much on 2 of them. You actually won by 4 points, giving you the victory.
Are we going to do the math after this?
Yes.
Okay. I'll do the math.
Right. So that ends that, and we get to move on to my favorite segment, SMRT.
I am too smart. I am too smart. SMRT. I mean SMART.
All right, Chris, this week I only have one SMRT for you. It was when I shouted out on Twitter. I announced, I called my shot, if you will.
Really? You pointed to the fence.
I pointed to the fence and then bunted. I'm going to read you the headline here. I love headlines.
What?
I love headlines.
There you paused.
A Florida man. Here's the thing. I never mean to always pick Florida.
You should just say a man, and I'll be like, in Florida?
In Florida? A Florida man found a grenade. We're going to stop there for a second.
Okay. Wait, okay.
Found a grenade.
Hold on. Let's think about it. History of the world, Florida. Was there a lot of battles there and stuff?
No. Okay. No battles. A grenade just found its way into wherever this guy found it.
Just life alert. Just the only battle they have.
Okay.
Falling and I can't get up.
A Florida man found a grenade.
Okay, I'm with you.
While fishing.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna assume
he hooked the grenade.
Not from a boat.
Oh, you think it's from land?
From land.
Okay,
like he's walking around.
That's true. That could be that. I originally was thinking about, and then I'm thinking to myself, while fishing, did he stumble along the shore, or did he reel it in like it was a grenade fish?
Well, what would it hook onto? The pin it's supposed to pull out?
Yes, which is amazing. Hey, honey, look at this fish. Boom!
Which would just be Darwin.
Okay, so far, I'd like to recap the head. And by the way, we're only in the headline. I haven't even read the story. Okay, we're just in the headline. So far, we have Florida man.
Okay.
That's already funny. Found a grenade. That's pretty great.
There you go.
While fishing. That's pretty awesome.
That's a home run right there.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. Let's go for the Grand Slam.
Then he took the explosive to Taco Bell. All right, I'm going to read this.
Was he trying to get fire sauce?
Oh, look at that. I'm going to read. I love it when they try and use puns in a story, and it doesn't really work out. This is from CNN. A Florida man made...
shut the fuck up. CNN took their time to do this?
Yeah. Made an explosive discovery Saturday. I hate it when they do that shit.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait a minute. We found out the secret. He was going magnet fishing. That is when you use a magnet to search the water for salvage items.
That makes more sense, but when you said explosive, that's just what I get after eating Taco Bell.
That's me too. Butt burn. He pulled up a World War II hand grenade, according to police, about 80 miles north of Orlando.
Okay.
The fisherman threw the grenade in his trunk. Bad idea. Why would you go throwing your grenade around? Stupid Florida man.
This thing doesn't work.
Then he drove to a Taco Bell. The Taco Bell was then evacuated because he brought a grenade to the Taco Bell.
Why would you take it out of the trunk?
I'm guessing he had to show people.
Right?
Like, hey, check out, I got this grenade. And then some guy's going, you asshole, because now I have to call the cops. So I would also like to point out, that's where the story ends.
Wait, we mean, hold on. So
that's it. It ends right there.
So it was evacuated.
Yes, that's it. Story ends. End of sentence. End of story. I now want to launch
CNN
a full.
Ran out of money.
I want to launch a full investigative podcast, 8-part series podcast.
Yeah.
Into what happened from that end of the story. I want to go back into this man's life and learn what made him become
Fire
a
Sauce.
Yes, Fire Sauce.
That's the name
of it. The story of Florida man.
Yeah, Florida man and grenade.
I want to know who this man is. I want to know what he does for a living. I want to know why he's hunting.
You heard what he does for a living. He magnet fishes.
He magnet fishes, which I want to know the story. Was his father a magnet fisherman? And his father before him? I mean, if you go back long enough, there weren't magnets. You can only go so far back. So this guy is fine, and then he finds a grenade. But I want to know the story. I want to interview him. I want to ask him why a Taco Bell? Why not do they not have Del Tacos over there?
They don't.
Why not a Waffle House? Those are big in the South.
Yeah, well, he can only afford the value menu.
I guess. And then
he only found two Cougar Hands and a fucking grenade.
I want Cougar Hands. Well done. I want to then talk to the manager of that Taco Bell who called the cops and understand what his mindset was of, holy shit, here's a guy with a hand grenade. And then I went and talked to the cops. Honestly, Chris, this is a full, like, one of those murder mystery, what is it, making of a murderer kind of thing? I want to do a full 8-part series podcast on the story behind what happened here.
You realize that everybody in this story still lives in Florida?
Yes.
Okay, so that's how high their intelligence level is.
Yeah, so they're all pretty much...
They just said, oh, dude, take the grenade home. Take it, Steve, take it home. Yeah, no. Hey, don't throw it in the trunk. What are you doing? Stupid ass.
Then he drove down the road and went to Chick-fil-A and showed it off there.
They don't have Chick-fil-A's on the East Coast.
They don't?
No.
Oh.
Went to a White Castle.
Oh, I thought it was based out of Georgia.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Georgia.
I have no clue.
No.
I'm making that shit up. I just thought they were only over here.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they hate gays, so that's why I figured they were close over here.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Okay, so where are we at?
Well, we are at our list. Yeah, that was the end of SMRT.
I wonder who wrote the book of love.
Is it now time for the list?
It is now time for the list. As you know, this is where we pick all the pretty ladies that would pleasure us to our heart's content if only we were better looking, in better shape, and had more money, and if our wives would let us.
Well, they'll let me. That's why it's on my list.
No, they won't.
We have to get consent.
We do have to get
No,
consent.
they won't. Like, I'm going to let her show up and be like, babe, Jennifer Love Hewitt, she said it's okay. Can I do it?
Honestly, I don't think any wife in America could get mad if you came home, wives, and your husband was with Jennifer Love Hewitt. I understand the initial shock.
Of course.
Once you've had a moment to think about it, I don't think you can be mad.
You're not allowed.
No, you're
it's
not allowed.
on my list.
You're not allowed.
But I mean, you could probably divorce
Listen, if I came home and my wife was getting plowed by Thor's hammer and Chris Hemsworth,
wow. Oh my God, that's a visual. Yeah, no, I'd probably be like, can I try the hammer?
Wow. Put that as a drop as well. Okay. So, all
right, let me pull up the things. What we got?
I don't want to drop anyone from my list.
What?
No, I don't.
We're not dropping this week?
I don't want to drop. I don't want to drop it like it's hot. I want to keep the hot. I would just like to add. I want more. I've decided, Chris, I want more in life, not less in life.
Well, you had more of those buffalo fries than I did.
I sure did. And my tummy tum is upset.
He's good enough.
Okay, I'm going to blow. All right.
Not me. He's going to be in the bathroom and he's going to have diarrhea. Let's make sure that's very clear.
Well.
Yes. Yeah, we're on one time. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
You split it? Okay, hold on.
I'm going to... Okay, so
I have to pay for
I wanted to pick for a theme, and
wait, you're gonna go for a theme for your list?
Yes, no, just
I'm
right
gonna
now.
go blonde.
Oh man, I wish I could. No, I had a meeting today with some.
Had to marry her out of high school.
With some. Wow, with some Australian people from a beer company, and it got me thinking: hot Australians, hot Australians.
Okay.
So I literally did a Google search.
Okay.
Hot Australians. Then I got nothing but guys. Thunder from Down Under, all that kind of stuff. So then after
high school, it's no big deal. I mean college, sorry.
I clarified my search term and did hot Australian women. Got a way different result, much more pleasing for me. And they had their number one pick on there, which I actually had to think about. I'm like, yes, I'm going to add her. I don't know if she's been added yet. I'm going to add Margot Robbie, who I thought was amazing in I, Tonya.
Keep going.
Is hotter than hell.
What if she's on my list already?
Then I am enacting prima nocta, and as the king, I get to take her.
But I dropped her.
Oh, then she's mine. She's a free agent.
See, I know that was my point.
Well, guess what? Now I have her, and I'm never dropping again.
We're crossing that bridge.
We're also crossing
Did you see her
swords.
post 2 days ago on Instagram?
No, I did not.
It was her dressed as, which one? Mine? The gray one.
Why do you got to be racist, Lupita?
Because he's old. But no, Margot Robbie, she posted on Instagram 2 to 3 days ago, her dressed as Harley Quinn, and it was just her and her face, and tattoo in like pigtails. She said, I missed you, which means they're filming Suicide Squad 2.
Oh, man.
Or the Harley Quinn movie.
Or she just likes to dress up like that for fun.
Or she's in the Joaquin Joker movie.
Oh, yes.
Which, who knows over in DC world.
Yeah, what's going on over there. I will say, I would make her wear the Harley Quinn outfit.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd make her... Probably not with the bat. Be afraid she might hit me.
I kind of think I'm going to have the bat involved.
I'm just going to let that sit there for a second.
All right. So who you got on your list?
Sit there for a second. Just sit there. Okay, so... Thank you, baby. Thank you. So he just stole Margot Robbie from me, but I had her back in the day, and I dropped her in October.
I'm getting sloppy seconds.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you are. Well, that's gross. I thought you were talking about, my fork. which you didn't do. Okay, so this one's going to be a little throwback for me, and it's not even throwback because I looked her up today, and she still looks really amazing for her age, and by for her age, I mean she's probably a couple years older than me at this point right now. So, I don't know if you remember, but do you remember Andy, you Goody, the girl, the lady,
no,
that played Andy in Goonies. She was also the girl in Lucas with Corey Feldman. Yeah, remember her?
The redhead, but I don't remember her name.
Carrie Green.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm picking her because when I was younger, she was.
What movie? That was like 83, 84?
I was 5 or 6.
Yeah,
it was like having a crush on a babysitter.
Oh wow, ooh, dirty.
Well, my babysitters are always older than me, so not really. Well, yeah, okay. So anyway, I always looked at her and I thought she was really cute the whole time when I was younger, you know. And then I looked her up today and I'm like, oh man, she's aged really well, and she's. I didn't read too much into it, but this is mine. Okay, but I'm gonna pick Carrie Green from Goonies, from Lucas. She stepped out of acting about 2 years after Goonies.
She was pretty hot. She did have that kind of like
she was in
girl next door kind of vibe,
but she was always the cute chick in the movies. But they never really it wasn't like
sexualized.
Yeah,
her.
they weren't like we're casting you and show us a bunch of leg and wear a bikini and stuff. They didn't glamorize that as much as she was just a cute younger girl. Yeah. And when I was younger than her, it was okay. But now it's creepy. But she's older now.
You know who was the same for me in that same kind of vein? Do you remember the movie Hocus Pocus? The blonde girl. I can't remember her name in the movie, but the love interest in the movie. She was like a little older than me.
Bette Midler?
Yes.
Oh, God.
She was a little older in the movie than I was, so she was kind of like that girl next door kind of thing. Like I was 14, and she probably looked like she was like 18 or 19.
Yeah, so it was okay at that time.
Yeah.
But now it's creepy when we say it. So
well, no, now it's instead of 18 or 19, I'm more interested in the 14.
But
anyhow.
But she's also 40-something now. So I think we're good and we're covered. So those are the picks this week for the list. Right? Is that it? It is. We done?
Do you have anything? Do you have anything else coming up this week besides All Mixed Up?
No, All Mixed Up every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. on Dirty Radio. Saturday night, 8 a.m. on DirtyRadio.fm. It plays on FX 99.1. Another internet stations plays on the Bobcat. I don't know those times or dates or anywhere, but they're all over the weekend. Chris_Donovan on Twitter. Sorry,
and Twitter. And Eric _// @ Sinatra's Rat Pack.
AIDS #.
Yes.
At
Twitter. Please buy my book. I won't even tell you the name. Just find my name. Search me up.
Leckey.
Yes.
Is French for pedophile.
Yes, it is. But it also, in certain Nigerian dialects, means he who...
You're gonna go right. Just act like you're shoveling into the ground real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Dig in a hole. Keep digging the hole.
I'm digging the hole. All right, folks. We had a wonderful time bringing this.
Thanks for listening, and please rate, review, say whatever you want in the comments. If you, we'll start reading them soon because there are none.
Yeah. I mean, come on, people. Type something. One letter.
Yeah.
Give me one letter.
Give us 5 stars and just talk shit.
Yeah. Give us 4 stars and talk even more shit. I don't really care.
I'll take it.
Take a star. Just not one.
All right, Mario. All right.
Bye.
Catch you later.
Motown, and here are just a few of the highlights.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.